How's it going, everybody? Back here to wrap up an Out of the Park 21 series of the greatest hitter in MLB history, Jeff Lebowski. For those of you who didn't catch the previous episodes of this series, basically what I did was just for fun, I went in and edited a player and maxed out all his ratings and then assigned him to the Colorado Rockies at age 18, just for fun to see what happened. I did a few previous episodes where I summarized, I think, some of his early seasons and especially his first season. But I decided, since Out of the Park 21 is no longer the current version of the game, to just simulate through the end of his career and then 5 years after his retirement in order to see him go into the Hall of Fame. And here we are. Jeff the Dude Lebowski. He's 44. The year is 2047. He's in the Hall of Fame. And let's take a look at his career. So, yeah, he was pretty good. Let's sum it up here first. Won Player of the Week 129 times, Batter of the Month 67 times, 6 Rookies of the Month awards during his rookie year, 13 MVPs. He won Rookie of the Year, Gold Glove 11 times, Silver Slugger 14 times, won a playoff series MVP 12 times, and won 2 World Series and made 16 All-Star games. And you can see over here how he spent his career. He's with the Rockies up through 2032, and then he did sign with the Dodgers and played with them for several seasons. But his career really started to go downhill here in the mid-30s or so, and then he bounced around with the Tigers and the Yankees at the end of his career. And back to his batting stats page, we'll go to the records thing because obviously he set a bunch of records, including the home run record. Really, his best season was this 2021 season. A career high 32.4 WAR, career high 84 home runs, career high 349 WRC plus. I mean, that was his best season. But some other interesting seasons is in 2025, he started 63 games, had 290 plate appearances, and led the league in WAR at 11.4. And then here in 2030, he was hurt for much of the year, put up 7.9 WAR in 203 plate appearances and 43 starts. And you can see right here, he led the league in WAR every season except this one where he played 44 games up through his age 32 season. And then things kind of started to go downhill. He only put up 7.3 WAR in 114 games at age 33 and then 6 WAR at age 34. And then still an all-star level player pretty much through 2036, age 34. And then injuries really caught up to him at this point. And he had one last decent season with the Dodgers and then just really trailed off. And he ended up with 158 home runs, 2,394 RBI, 4,228 hits, which for those of you who know the hits record, which we'll be getting to in a minute, a little disappointing. There's this one random here with the Dodgers where he turned into a DH at some point. And the NL had added the DH naturally, and then they got rid of it for this 1 year, and I went in and reinstituted it. If he had been a DH this season, he would have had the hits record. So that's a little disappointing. But let's see. Let's look at his MVPs. So he won it for 5 straight seasons, and then let me scroll up here. So in 2025. They decided that his league-leading 11.4 WAR in 63 starts was not enough for the MVP. So he won 5 in a row to start his career, and then he came in and won it again in 26, 27, 28, 29, but he didn't win it in 30. He didn't lead the league in WAR with 7.9 in 44 games. And then he came back and won another 4 in a row, years 2031 through 2034. All-Star game, I think he made it basically every year up through 2036. Yeah, even those years he was hurt. Oh, he didn't make it in 2035. So his 7.3 WAR in 114 games was not good enough for an All-Star appearance in 2035, but he made 15 in a row and 16 of 17 to start his career. That's pretty good. And Gold Glove, not bad. 2032 is when his fielding started to trail off. And you can see that's when he started putting below 20 WAR somehow in full seasons. How dare he? So let's go to the records. League history page and the single and career records. Let's take a second to load this report. And here we are. So you can see the things he didn't break records on. Career games, he did not break Rose's record. Career bats did not break Rose. Career hits, Rose had 4,256. Of course, our hero, Jeff Lebowski, had 4,228. So a little disappointing that he couldn't play, I don't know, another half a season of being a mediocre bench player and break that record. Did not get the singles or doubles or triples record, but home runs, obviously, at 858 was a big one. And stolen bases, 1,577 stolen bases is all he was able to put up. Walks, he set that record. Wins above replacement, obviously, 328.95 WAR. And, I mean, pretty similar over here on the single season ones. The ones he was the single season record on, he broke most of those career records, except obviously hits. He had a 311 hit season, but was not able to catch Rose. And then in the postseason, pretty similar story where he's just absolutely dominant, basically. Yeah. You can see he wasn't able to best Mark Grace's 647 batting average, but for postseason. But otherwise, a lot of Lebowski here. Adley Rutschman, shout out. And then on this side, also just so much Lebowski. And then another fun thing to look at is the team history page for the Colorado Rockies. Again, I mean, he was on some of their career leaderboards after like his second season, I think, that last video I did. So he's got all top 10 batting averages and the top batting average. He hit 520 in a Rockies uniform. His career average went down to 445 because he really went downhill as his career progressed and the injuries set in. On base, he's got top 1 as well as all 10 of the top 10 single seasons. Same stories with slugging percentage. Same story with OPS. WAR. Games, where did he end up? He's second all times in games for Rockies, and he only played 161 once. So he never played a full 162 for him. Interesting. At bats, he's third all time. Runs, another all top 10s plus the career leader. Ooh, he does not have all 10 Rockies hits records. Or hits single season hit totals. Juan Pena edged him out. 2036 probably knocked him off that pedestal there of having all 10. Total bases, he's got all 10. Singles, he's got just the top 3. That's all. He was more of a walk and home runs guy. Although in triples, here he is with a bunch and the all-time leader. And then home runs, obviously crushing it. 728 in a Rockies uniform. Same thing with the RBI, just all over the leaderboard. Stolen bases is just amazing. The next best Rocky is at 197. He's got 1,411. Also up there in caught stealing. Wow, 43 times in 2023. Come on, Jeff. And shout out to Randy Arozarena, the Rockies' all-time single-season hit-by-pitch record holder in 2028. So that's that. And then one thing that is just crazy is he did get inducted into the Hall of Fame. He got 98.2% of votes, which not many players clear that threshold. But somehow Keone Cavaco did. Is American, so I'm calling that Cavaco. You tell me. So, I mean, well, this dude played for an expansion team, it looks like, at one point. But, 102 career WAR. To our hero, Jeff Lebowski had, wait, hold on. Let's go back and check that. I thought I had that written down, but indeed I do not. But his career high was 32.4, and this guy's career high was 12.1. So I'm confident. Our hero had 300 and some career WAR. Sorry about this. Let's see. Let's just double check this. Career WAR 329, and he got fewer votes, both first season eligible than this dude with 102. Batting average, our hero had a 445. This guy 308. OPS, Lebowski was at 1401, and this guy's at 985. Home runs, Lebowski at 858, and this dude had 761. And WRC plus, this dude at a 155. Lebowski at a 255. So, this guy had 6 MVPs. He made 13 All-Star games. Maybe it's that third World Series ring that just really got the voters. I'd like to meet the people who had Cavaco on their ballot and not Lebowski. Actually, I'd like to meet anybody who doesn't have Lebowski I mean, I know that it's just like their opinion, man, but it's a very wrong opinion. So that's that's the end of the Lebowski stream. I suppose the one more thing we could check here is did he get on any Dodgers top 10 leaderboards? Let's see. Batters. He might have gotten on some single season. Yeah, single season. Okay, so he's third in batting average. He hit 338 for the Dodgers. He's their leader in on-base percentage. Slugging percentage, ooh, not up there. Scandalous. Oh, but OPS, he's first. Interesting. Okay. Career WAR. Oh, he's 8th all time in career WAR. Look at that. I didn't expect him to be this high because he really had a lot of injuries towards the end of his... and he's on some of these single season ones, but I'm just looking at the career ones. Singles, doubles, he's probably going to be up there. Maybe home runs? Jeff? Nope, no Jeff Lebowski. RBI? Nope. All right, so he had a decent Dodgers career too, but he did go into the Hall wearing a Rockies Hall of Fame hat. I'm sure there's some interesting tidbits that I skipped over here. So if you have any questions, you can go ahead and ask him in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them. But that concludes the career of Jeff Lebowski, the greatest hitter in Major League history. Maybe he'll make an appearance in Out of the Park 22, and maybe we'll put him in the worst hitters park and see how he does. But this worked out about as I expected, with him being the best hitter ever and just obscenely, hilariously good numbers. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I will talk to you next time.